Desire or emptiness? What is truly more frightening within us? Introduction. When hunger no longer comes from the stomach, human beings are always driven by needs from food and safety to power and love. But there is one drive more powerful than any survival instinct: desire. Many believe desire is the root of all wrongdoings, while others claim it is the very force that drives our growth, evolution, and self-definition. But in the end, what is more frightening, uncontrolled desire, or the inner emptiness when there is nothing left to yearn for? Let us journey together deep into the nature of these two forces to uncover what is quietly controlling us, the very thing we often mistake for ourselves. 1. Desire. The double-edged sword of humanity. Desire, at its core, is not a sin. It is instinct, like how we thirst when lacking water, hunger when we haven't eaten, or feel drawn to what is forbidden simply because it is. Freud once said, all human behavior stems from libidinal energy, the force of desire. No one can deny that many of humanity's greatest achievements, from technological breakthroughs and artistic masterpieces to social revolutions, began with a burning need to be seen, to be remembered, to be loved. And yet desire is a double-edged sword. It makes us blur boundaries, cloud reason, and turn sacred things into tools for ego gratification. From affairs to wars, from greed to media manipulation, the fingerprints of unchecked desire are everywhere. What makes desire so dangerous is that it disguises itself as something noble. People call it ambition, personal freedom, the hunger for success. But without mindfulness, it becomes a never-ending chase. The more we gain, the more we crave, until we no longer know what we're truly after. 2. Emptiness. The silent black hole within the soul. In contrast to desire is emptiness, a silent, slow, and often invisible destroyer. Unlike desire's loud howls, emptiness gently gnaws at us day by day, hour by hour. It shows in the hollow eyes of those who have everything but no longer know why they're alive. It exists in the mornings when getting out of bed feels pointless. It hides behind fake smiles when friends ask, "How are you?" And we reply, "I'm fine." Emptiness is dangerous because it has no clear form, which is not as obvious as craving. It is simply the absence of purpose, of connection, of feeling. And this absence has driven many to do anything to feel alive again, even if that means diving into addiction, reckless behavior, or numbing distraction via social media, substances, or endless consumption. 3. When desire feeds emptiness, have you ever noticed how some people, after achieving everything they once dreamed of, end up more exhausted than before? When desires are fulfilled too quickly, too easily, they leave behind a strange void. Like a favorite dish that once thrilled you, but after too many servings, you no longer taste the joy. You eat only to fill, not to enjoy. Desire, without mindfulness, never leads to lasting joy. It is a tool, a vehicle. But if you make it your destination, you'll never be satisfied. Because desire's nature is to grow, it expands with every accomplishment. And then one day, you look at everything you've gained and whisper to yourself, "Why do I still feel so empty?" For emptiness, where wandering souls reside in today's world. We are more connected than ever, and yet lonelier than ever before. There's a generation growing up with every material need met, yet spiritually starving. They are bombarded with images of glittering success, but have no real inner compass. They don't know what they truly want. And so they fall into a state of spiritual homelessness, a deep sense of inner disconnection. The emptiness of modern humanity does not stem from hunger for food, but from a hunger for meaning. People don't know why they exist. They don't understand why they feel tired, lost, or drained, even while surrounded by bright lights and applause. 5. Desire or emptiness, which is more terrifying. Desire can turn someone into a monster, but emptiness can turn someone into a ghost. A person driven by desire might hurt others, but a person lost in emptiness will slowly destroy themselves. What's most terrifying is when both exist together. When someone is driven by desire, but within them lies a gaping void. That is when humans become truly dangerous, not because they want to harm, but because they no longer feel anything at all. 6. Mindfulness. The way out of this destructive duality to escape emptiness. We don't need more things. We need deeper self-awareness, and to control desire, we don't need to eliminate it, we need to transform it into something meaningful. Mindfulness isn't about rejecting desire or trying to fill emptiness. It is about acknowledging both and learning to live beyond them. Mindfulness is pausing and asking, what do I truly need to feel alive? And having the courage to walk away from illusions. It's realizing that what you're missing isn't someone else's love, but your connection to yourself. 7. The first step toward healing. Naming the emptiness. It's not easy to admit that we feel empty, but naming our emotions is the first. Step 2. Freedom. Be honest with yourself. Are you living according to others' expectations? Are you chasing things just to feel worthy? If the answer is yes, stop for a moment. Let your heart be still. Because only in stillness can you hear the quiet voice inside you. 8. The journey back to yourself. We have all lost our way at some point. Blinded by desire, swallowed by emptiness, but you are not alone. Everyone at some stage walks through this valley of confusion, not to be broken, but to grow stronger in solitude and to learn how to become their own guide. The truth is, no one can fill the void in you except you. No one can define your worth except you. Begin with the smallest things: a deep breath, an honest journal entry, a conversation where you don't pretend to be strong. 9. Do you dare to live a truly conscious life? A real life is not one without desire. It is a life where you know why you're alive. You may desire, but let that desire serve something greater than your ego. You may feel empty, but don't let that emptiness make you stop seeking light. In the end, it's not desire or emptiness that shapes your fate, but how you confront and transcend them. Conclusion: awakening. Awakening, the path of those who return inward. You've reached this point and feel like you're wandering in a city of lights. With a dark heart, know this: you are not alone. Others out there feel just like you, longing to be seen, to be heard, to be loved genuinely. And there are also those who have begun to awaken. They are not perfect, not always strong, but they are willing to face the emptiness and speak with their desires instead of running from them. You can be one of them. Live a deep, conscious life. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be better than anyone. You just need to be true to yourself. And if this journey of awakening is what your soul has been seeking, then Awaken Mindset is here. Like a quiet companion, always present. Together, we don't just live, we awaken. If this message resonated with your heart, please consider liking, subscribing, or sharing it with someone who may need it, just as you once did.